Hello, everyone, and yeah, just hi. Um, Today I just got out of the shower, so my hair is a bit all over the place. I haven't made a video in so long to the point where I forgot how to do it. Um, but this is a video about what happened to me. Um, and also partially like it's a life update slash uh deep dive, and then also a community appreciation video. So I guess two parts. Nevertheless, firstly, I want to say hi everyone. I'm back and I'm feeling much better. um I guess I'll just explain what actually happened. I honestly don't even know what happened. It kind of just happened. But one fateful Tuesday, I was just sitting in my chair, and then all of a sudden, I went lightheaded. I was trying to breathe. My heart started racing, and I didn't know what was happening, and I freaked out. And then I thought like the worst was happening, and then I for 3 days after that, I just was in bed, not knowing what was happening with my body, and thinking about everything. Um, what was happening with my body? What's going on? Why am I, in my head? Why is my heart racing? Why am I like freaking out? I thought it was something really serious. And basically, to just get to the point, I went to the hospital and they diagnosed me with general anxiety disorder. They didn't diagnose me officially with panic disorder. However, considering how many panic attacks I had, which that's actually what they were, I didn't know at the time what it was. I thought like I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying. I had so many panic attacks that it like put a physical it took a whole lot out of me, and I was just in bed, and I was so weak because I was so stressed out. I didn't want to eat. I didn't eat for like 3 days. I was just shaking and I was sweating because like the nervous sweats out of your feet, your hands, and then your mouth goes, and it's like you can't talk because you're like just freaking out, and it was so terrifying. So that's what happened to me about 2 weeks ago now. Um, Pro tip: if you're sick or have, symptoms of something, don't Google. I straight up thought I had. Well, first I thought I had an iron problem because I thought I took too much. I had too much iron in my diet, and then I read it was like if you have too much iron, you can't oxidate your blood. I thought my heart was having a hard time and my lungs had a hard time oxidizing my blood, which is why I was like feeling a little lightheaded or like dizzy. I was like, oh, it's not that. I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I had a tumor. I thought it was cancer. I just went through the list of all the Google. It was awful. And talking about it right now still kind of makes me a little just on edge. And I'm trying to avoid any medical stuff. But thanks YouTube, because I Googled all that. Or thanks Google, because I Googled all of those symptoms. Now I'm getting YouTube recommendations of how I found out I had a brain tumor. How I found out I had a spinal fluid leak. All this stuff. And I'm convincing myself I have it. But I don't believe I did. I went to the doctor. They did all my blood work. All of my blood work came back fine. They checked out my heart because it was so fast. It wasn't a heart attack. It was just super, super high. They said my EKG was normal. And then I keep falling into the pit of being like, I don't believe them. But I'm like, I have to get out. I'm starting to get out of that where it's like not believing a doctor and thinking something's actually wrong. But, Still good to keep your heart health up and to take care of your body. I'm eating better. I'm starting to be less stressed. They put me on some medication, Zoloft, and I was originally on 50 milligrams. They told me to take one pill for an entire month, but now that I've calmed down, I'm only taking half. And then, I'm just like, I don't want to become like dependent on it. I want to like see how my mind and body feel if I'm not taking like a larger amount. So, maybe I'll have a day where I'm like, I need a full pill to really just like, take my mind down. This is also kind of therapeutic. I have to practice talking more about myself and not necessarily just like, letting everyone talk to me about their problems. So it was terrifying. Panic attacks. I don't know why my brain started doing it, but I was literally sitting here like this. I'm also watching The Addams Family because I've watched so many movies. That's a whole other video. But about movies that I love now. But I was just sitting here and I didn't know what was happening. And not knowing what's wrong for me is worse than actually knowing what's wrong. Because then I get in my head and I'm like, just, you go to the worst. So that was awful. And very terrifying. Thought I was dying. I already, when I was 6, I already had a brush with death when I was run over by a truck. And I guess this also just kind of reminded me again how, like, precious life is, thinking that literally your whole body's, like, going to explode. So, yeah. Love the people you love in life. Don't be afraid to love people. Expressing your love can be difficult. Appreciate your family and your pets and the friends you have, regardless of your situation. But yeah, now I think I'm finally recognizing how mentally taxing everything was. I still don't know why I had panic attacks. I think my brain literally just was like, you're going into fight or flight mode. Like, I didn't have any, like, people say, like, triggers. And that's another thing. I feel kind of bad for making fun of people. Because I used to, like, be like, oh, you have anxiety or something. But, like, sometimes these things can be really serious. And, like, I couldn't compare what it was like for someone who say they have, like, panic or, like, they have, like, something mentally challenging with their life. I didn't have any frame of reference, but now that I do, I'm like, holy shit, like, this is no joke. I literally thought I was having a heart attack, and I had physical symptoms. Like, my mental state progressed to physical stuff. The mind is very powerful. Anyway, that's what happened to me. Make sure, everyone, that you go to the doctor. Get a checkup every now and then. That's another thing why I was getting so freaked out, because never had a checkup for like 4 years, and I was convinced that, like, over those 4 years something happened. I'm only 18. I went to a vein specialist to get checked for blood clots because I sometimes have like a pain in my left calf, and I started thinking like deep vein thrombosis, like I have a blood clot. They checked. However, they did find something. Story time. It wasn't a blood clot. It's nothing serious. But neither of my parents have varicose veins, from what I know. But what the vein specialist said is that I have a vein. I mean, I don't know exactly what he was saying. I was kind of just nodding my head saying yeah, but from what I remember, or what I think, I have a vein in my left leg that is slightly, off position, or like, abnormal in some way, where it can cause pain. And sometimes I get pain, and it's like, I'm wearing compression socks now because I'm like a health freak. Or like, wear compression socks. You might as well. I sit down a lot. I play video games. I edit videos, all that stuff. But it's near my groin. So he's like, oh yeah, you should be feeling more pain there. And it's typically just in my left calf. But as soon as he did that and I was like walking out of the office, I was like, oh my God, I feel pain there. I was like, and there are some times where there's like slight irritation there, but he was like, it's nothing serious. As you grow older, it just might become a bit more painful. And then, when it becomes like really painful, then you can just have surgery to close the vein and reconnect it to a healthy one. So that's fine. Right now, I'm like taking a step away from all the medical stuff. I still would like to visit a cardiologist just to get my heart health checked because, I think I do have like a slight heart, palpitation, or like, I don't know if it's a murmur, but like every once in a while it'll like beat a little quickly and then like, the larger beat. But that's been there all my life. So I don't know why now it's freaked me out so much. Other than this, I just talked for 10 minutes straight. I'm sorry. Other than my health concerns, I'm so excited to be back making videos. I was so sad. Honestly, another bad part about this whole ordeal was that I wasn't able to make videos about Guild Wars 2 and other video games. Like, sorry, just cleaning off my desk. There's a whole balance patch that I still have to cover, and build templates, and Mike O'Brien is stepping down at ArenaNet, and I'm like, there's still so much to do and so much to cover, and I want to stream a little bit more, and talk to myself more and to you guys more to like get me more comfortable with public speaking again and being more confident. So that's what's happened. And also Guild Wars 2 community, you guys are amazing. Like going through being basically bound to my bed for a whole week really gave me a lot of time to just catch up on the Guild Wars 2 Reddit and videos and Guild Wars 2 content creators, Aurora Peachy and Glitzy. Thank you guys for being like so much fun and for just like, being really positive all the time and just being awesome to like go and watch. I don't know if I'm going to post this video to the Guild Wars 2 Reddit because, they will eat me alive, as they do with most people. But this is a thank you to the Guild Wars 2 Reddit. We're all family, quote unquote family. We fight a lot. We agree on stuff. We have great times. There's always ups and downs. Even people who are like contemplating build templates. Is it good? The implementation, is it good or bad? I'm liking it. I think it's a quality of life feature that is cool. Could they, of course, go further with it? Yeah, there's always positive and negatives, but overall, I'm fairly happy with it. And I think people are starting to kind of like, calm down from the initial reaction and just appreciate, the things that we are getting. And, we can still like, talk about the things that we're not getting or things that they can improve in the future, but it's always a process. And Guild Wars 2, the community, MMO communities, video game communities, the whole video game genre will always be my family. So thank you to the Guild Wars 2 Reddit for helping me through this time, making me laugh with, like, of course, the Real Housewives meme and the cat. And you're like, what are you doing? You're just, ugh. Those are always great. The art, Guild Wars 2 artists. It's Inktober too. My Twitter is blowing up. It's so nice. But yes. There's also a contest going on right now for Guild Wars 2 sneakers. But I think that's all I'm really going to say. I'm going to make myself a little bit of dinner. Probably have some cereal and milk. And then for dessert, I'll have yogurt and fruit. And then probably take half a pill. I typically take it before I go to bed. The instructions are to take it in the morning, but it makes me kind of drowsy. So I'm like, let me just do it at night. This was nice. This felt kind of therapeutic. And I know I'm not talking to someone, but I'm like talking to myself. But yeah. Your mental state is equally as important as your physical state. I've learned that. And I didn't understand it. But now I do. And it's not just like an angsty teen thing. It's like literally my heart rate was 155. I was like having a heart attack because I thought I was having a heart attack. It was so strange. It was terrifying. So yeah, maybe I do want to go to cardiologist. Anyway, I'm going to try not to like become a hypochondriac as I was. I'm gonna take a chill and get back into the swing of things. I'm finally going back to college and catching up on assignments and catching up on my gaming and hopefully videos soon. So thank you, everyone. To my real life friends who I know, thank you guys for being awesome and for worrying about me. Even online friends and you, if you happen to wonder where I was, thank you. If you don't even know who I am, thank you for watching to this point. I'm gonna go now because just keep talking. Anyway, take care of everyone. Eat your vitamins, eat fruits and vegetables, be healthy, go out for a walk. You don't need to run a marathon, but go out for a walk. You know, do some strength training. I don't know. Chill. Watch movies. They're so great. And play some games. Anyway, thanks, Goers, to Reddit. Thank you to me, myself, and my friends and everyone else. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.